Syrvivor Syracuse, mind, body, soul, coming soon. What's up, everyone? Survivor fans out there, we are back again with Ryan Baker. Yes, he will be playing in Season 3. Season 1, Castaway. We were rooting for him, but sadly he got out on the wrong side of the numbers. But he is back to play again and avenge his elimination. And let's see if he can do it. Ryan, introduce yourself once again for those of you that might not know him.
Yeah, so Ryan Baker. I am a broadcast and marketing major at Syracuse, and I am going to be a junior this year. And I was a player on Season 1. I was a castaway on Season 1, as Luke just said. It was such a great experience. I was lucky in that I saw my exit to the show, we'll say, about the week before it happened. There was a couple really, really harsh blindsides that I'm happy to not be a part of, but I still felt that, if just one or two things had happened differently, which I guess is always going to happen, but I really could have made it further. And I think I surprised a bunch of people with my play, and I'm ready to do it all over again and maybe come out a little higher, and actually not a little higher, but on top this time. So
fair enough. We'll see. So like you said, Survivor Syracuse, crazy game. Your season was also very crazy. Especially post-merge, which you were to be a part of, and you went out because of it. That said, why in hell do you want to play again?
Well, Luke, I had a lot of fun the first time. I'm a very competitive person. I want to win. I've played sports my whole life. And, this is obviously not that. I think this semester on campus is going to look very differently in terms of COVID. And I think this is really going to be something that's going to be a lot of fun and kind of take our mind off of, how difficult the situation is going to be elsewhere, that this is still going to be something that kind of keeps me in touch with, the Syracuse campus community. And I want to win, that's the short answer too. The less wordy answer is I want to win.
So as a returnee, do you have anything that you regret from your first season that you want to avenge?
Anything? Yeah. I trusted too many people. That was what I regret. And, I made a lot of really close friends out of the show, but like people like Valentina, she's a great person, but, I don't even know why, even looking back, why anyone trusted her, whether you were actually on her alliance or not. She was just a very like evil person in the game, So I wouldn't trust, and she's not the only one. There's a couple other people I don't know why I trusted, a couple people that I wish I maybe aligned with earlier on. And so, definitely, there's definitely some regrets and things that I've learned. I also didn't know anything about the game. I was a first, so I didn't really know what Survivor. I know what Survivor was, but I didn't really know much about it. And now I do. I know exactly how this is going to go. And I think that actually gives me a little of an advantage.
Gives you that edge. We'll like to see it. So speaking back to the point where you did trust a lot of people, especially Valentina and the college Survivor hosts who watched the season with me, shout out to them. They glorified that moment as being the momentous moment that split up two sides of the game. With that said, are you going to play a little bit differently this time around in being not as trusting, or how do you think that will look? Like, are you going to be more in the shadows?
This is a little blunt, but I think I have to be a little more fake in that, I think the first season, I'm a very genuine person, at least I like to think of myself that way. And I wasn't really putting on a face when I was talking to people, and I think that was part of the reason why our season, everyone made so many friends out of it, because you know what I'm saying? Because you had those genuine connections, at least with some people, at least for me. But I think, that's not really a priority this season to be making sure that I'm my most genuine self all the time because quite honestly, you gotta, not that I didn't lie ever first season, but you gotta put on a face sometimes and kind of remember who you're talking to in the game, especially. So I think I gotta kind of position myself in a way where I'm trusting less people, but making myself very approachable to
Oh
others.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I like that. That's a good insight. And we'll
Yeah.
see what happens. So as a returnee, you know that you're also returning with two others, Molly Lepeska from your season, as well as Mike from season two. Now you didn't really play with either of them, but with that said, as a returnee, do you think that as a returnee, you definitely have a target on you entering the game with everyone else being new. How are you going to mitigate that target?
Um, that's a very good question. I don't think I don't know how the reveal is going to work if you're going to say returning players or not, but I think I'm just going to kind of downplay my seriousness on how serious I am about this. Because if I look like a hardo, you're gonna be treated like a hardo. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna want you out first. And I think that was Molly's downfall. I didn't know her at all, but all everyone said was how much she loved this game. And that was why I wasn't even on her team. I had no part in Molly's removal of the game. And quite honestly, I think that could also play an advantage to me this season because we never really got to know each other. We'd see each other around campus sometimes, even to this day. When I see her, we say hi, we'll chat a little bit, but I don't know her very well. And we have no bad blood because we were on completely opposite. I had no say in her leaving. I didn't even know her at that point. So um, I think that only will help me. And I do not know Mike, but if there's any way that maybe we could position him as, the bad guy here, I think that could be really cool. Not cool, but that could be like
Oh yeah.
uh, put us at an advantage there.
Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, what's another question? I guess, do you have any goals that you maybe didn't accomplish last season or season one that you want to accomplish season three?
Besides winning, no, I got a lot out of the experience season one.
You don't want to
And
find an idol, my man?
oh, I didn't realize that's what you were getting at. Yeah. Although I realized that the idols are just so ridiculously hard to find that the time and energy spent into looking for them is almost more beneficial putting elsewhere to like make connections with other people. At least that's how I felt in season one. Although towards the end of the season, I feel like they became more like reasonable.
Uh-huh.
Like in the beginning of the season, which I know everyone was new to it, I just feel like they were so impossible to find that it was like no one was getting them. But I think towards the end of it, the clues became more challenging. Don't get me wrong. It was definitely challenging enough, but like you could think about it and go, oh, here's 3 different places that I think this could actually be versus like this could be anywhere in this 2 square mile radius we're given. So yes, I would love to find an idol this season. And I would like to do that early on. And obviously this isn't really like a unique to like, I feel like a unique gameplay, but having that early on would be awesome because then I can really feel comfortable making some riskier moves. And I think that would be a lot of fun having the comfort of that idol. Although we saw what happened with Luca and how even having an idol, he made, he was playing well, and I didn't help him anyway. He wasn't allowed to use it. So there's always can be a twist like that. However, as a whole, as a general feeling, I feel like having an idol would allow me to, be more comfortable making bold moves, as anyone would. But yeah.
It's definitely interesting. As a host, I saw your season to be a lot on social, like a lot with relationships, a lot with building, like creating a community, and that's how you guys became so like very good friends at the end of it. However, with season two, which the viewers at home probably have seen by now, um, 9 idols were found, and everyone was just strategy, strategy, strategy. It was such a different dialect. So it's going to be interesting to see what plays out during this season, being the third, the culmination of both of those two. So we'll see.
And I think it's important to know I'm not looking for it to be like a replica of season one. You know what I mean? Like I know that experience is very unique and I'd say like special in its own right. You know what I mean? And I look at this as like a whole new chapter, and I don't know what's to come. So I think that's also important distinction to make.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Let's see. What's another question I would like to pose? What is your game plan day one? Say you enter as a returnee, and to make it clear, I will say that you guys are returnees. So you enter as a returnee. You might know people who's playing, you might not. What is your game plan on trying to feel the other people out?
I don't know. I didn't really have to do that first season. Like after the first day, like Carly had texted me and I was super sus, like, because I was super just like really suspicious because I was like, all I was told is, don't trust anyone. And here she's going, hey, like, I think we should talk. And I was like, okay. So I did. And that, turned out to be my ride or die in the game. However, obviously events fell that, made that not happen. But like, I never really had that because from the very beginning, we kind of literally day one, she had texted me and that like relationship started. So I didn't have to be the one reaching out. However, I think with experience, if there's someone that I know in the game, I will absolutely reach out. Doesn't mean I'm going to have a honest and genuine relationship in the game. Of course, I don't like the fact that this game we saw, affected like real life relationships with people. But in the game, I don't necessarily feel the need to be totally upfront or even maybe not lying, at least in the very beginning, but just like, not sharing as much as information as I have, which is something that I did actually in the beginning with Valentina and then started telling her more, which was just a downhill spiral. What?
Gotta love that Group Me episode where you just roasted Ava or something and Valentina went straight to Ava and sent it to her.
I don't even remember that, but probably. Anyway, so I think if there's people I know in the cast, yeah, I will totally reach out. And quite honestly, if there's someone that like Carly thought, oh, wow, like I like the way he performed in the first challenge kind of thing. I think that's what she said. She was like, I saw the way you were at the first challenge or whatever. Like maybe I'll follow that same strategy and just kind of send a message and be like, hey, I think we should talk, that kind of thing. Although people might be suspicious of me returning, like, what is he doing? But I don't know if this is true, but I thought Jen Glass is playing. And if that is true, I do know her, and we are very good friends. Can you confirm or deny?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Yeah, I know. I thought she was playing some season. I don't know if she did last season. I think if she's playing this season, we're very good friends. So that would definitely be someone that I would actually trust in the game.
Sure, for sure.
Which is, I think, important to like have someone that you can actually trust.
Right.
Jen and I went to high school together, so we've known each other for quite a long time.
Damn, look at that. Wow. Well, we'll see if she's in the game.
Yeah.
But
I think she is, which is why I'm saying that.
Before we sign off, do you have any closing remarks, any statements you want to say, or shout outs you want to give to anyone?
Shout out to season 1 cast, first of all of you, even those of you who we didn't see eye to eye first season. Shout out to the whole cast. I'm proud to be like repping them with Molly. Like I said, I hope Molly and I get to know each other a little better this game. That'd be cool. And overall about the game, I'd just like to say I'm really pumped. I really hope the school does not get shut down by COVID. That would really be pretty awful. And I don't know how that would affect the game going forward. So as long as we are able to do this, I'm very confident in, I've heard a lot of the policies and how much work is going into ensuring that this season is going to be really conducted in the most safe manner possible. And I'm very confident in everything. Like nothing I've heard has made me really question my decision into whether I really want to play or not in terms of safety. So I think the staff, the exec staff, is really doing a good job on making that work, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. I hope it lasts and hope to come out on top. So.
Oh yeah, man. So there you guys have it. Ryan Baker, season 1 competitor, and now season 3 castaway.
Heck yeah.
He does. We'll see if he can match or break his placement from season 1. We wish him the best of luck, and we'll see him out there day 1. All right. Thank you, guys.